my screen. Everybody put a 1 in the chat as soon as you can see my screen. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's rock. I'm also going to put this live on the stream. Also, to everybody that's here, just so everybody knows, you only get access to the recording after class. You don't show. I had a bunch of people putting their auto trainings inside, denied. Like, you need to come to class. You need to come to class. Take 5 minutes, come learn. Let's do what we need to do. Perfect. We got a bunch of ones. Let's get rocking and rolling. Right? So when I do this, I'm going to ask people, I'm going to pause at certain places. Just let me know what questions you have at that place. Please do not ask questions ahead. So it's like, oh, well, does the software dispute this? We did not get the recording last time. I dropped it in the chat, buddy. I dropped it in the chat. But we will, Keon, I'll give it again. I'll give it to you today. Ray is here. We'll get you done. Answer the questions that are on the, ask questions out of what's on the screen. We are going to go through everything in the software. No stone will left unturned. And we'll go through how the software works and everything. So I'm going to start over here at the first piece. The first piece is a very important piece on this. Is it on YouTube? Yes, it's always on YouTube. I put everything on YouTube. Always need eyes on YouTube. We got to feed that algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Dion. Dion is the person's your name, your whoever you're dealing with. Your email address, which is also your username, and then your general attacks. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain something. A general attack is the currency. So call it whatever you want. It's called the general attack. It's called the GA. It's called a token. And it's also could be called the credit. I don't care what you guys want to call it. Call it whatever makes sense to you. Okay. Not to me, what makes sense to you. I like the word token. The why I like the word token, just to give you guys an idea. I think of the old arcade games. I always remember playing skee ball. And when you put the token in skee ball, if it dropped and went in a hole, that's it. You had to play skee ball. So this is the same type of thing. You got to understand that this, once you put your token in the machine, you ain't getting it back. So if you don't want to play it, you did something wrong. If something's not right, the system's still going to let you play that game. So you have to do it right from the beginning. And that's what we're going to cover in this class tonight. I'm going to make sure you guys learn how to generate the letters every single time, because we are training new people in here tonight. We have some of my employees that actually go over your letters that are actually coming in to sit down tonight. So I want you guys to understand that if you're printing with our team, you're going to see the people that are working on your stuff. And that are taking care of that and how we actually go over everything. So, general attack token. If you have one token, right, it is going to generate an unlimited amount of negatives. For an unlimited amount of negatives, it will generate an unlimited amount of letters and an unlimited amount of pages. So I'm going to break that down. If you have a client that has 100 negative items, it can generate up to 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Again, it could generate for 100 negative items, 300 letters and 3,000 pages. Make sense, ladies and gents? Does that make sense? Does that include that? Does that confuse anybody in any which way, shape, or form? I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. I'm moving my chat down to the screen over here, because I want to make sure that we don't have any chats going on YouTube as well. But I want to make sure that everybody understands that, because that's the key. That's the most important part. Is that confusing to anybody? Put a yes in the chat if you're confused. If you're not confused, put a no. Yes, Kim C. Perfect. Do me a favor. You're allowed to say no. Come over here. Tell me where you're confused. Talk to me. What's wrong? Where you at?
I'm sorry. I'm just joining today, and I was a little bit late to this class, so that's why I'm a little confused.
Oh, how you do that, Kim? How do you join late and then tell me you're confused?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking with you, girl. I'm joking. I'm joking. We gotta have fun. Like I said, it's okay. So, where are you confused? Are you confused about what we're going over, or are you confused about what I'm saying?
So I know we're going over the software.
Okay.
Right. So I just a real quick. You create an attack letter to go to a creditor.
Yes. So it can go to the bureau. So exactly. So when we create a tack letter for those negative items, right?
Hmm.
Whatever it needs to create, right?
Hmm.
If it needs 100 letters, it's going to create 100 letters. If it needs 1,000 letters, it's going to create 1,000 letters. If it needs 10,000 letters, it's going to create 10,000 letters, and then the pages that go inside to fill up those letters. So the software will dictate what it needs. If it needs just the three bureaus, if it needs to do extra to go send it to the secondary bureaus, does it need to do anything else? The software can create all of that. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to, but
Okay.
again, it can do all of that. Make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Perfect. Anybody else confused on that part? No? Perfect. Let's keep going. Miss Kim, thank you for being brave enough to say that you were confused. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
Hey, no, we gotta make sure that we're good here. If you got any questions, click join the free community over here. I love this one. Everybody should be in this one and the one we're gonna send you in the chat. Right? Can you drop the whatchamacallit, the school
Cool
community?
community. It's there.
Beautiful. School communities in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The free Facebook community is right in the software under Got Questions. The school community comes directly from Dion, so it's managed by Dion's team. This one is managed by I don't know. So at the end of the day, that's good. You have two communities you can get responses and answers by. If you have having any software or technical issues, you're going to click submit a support ticket. It will open up a new page, and then you can add a ticket for whatever you're looking for. Simple as that. Nice and easy. And then walkthrough dates. Walkthroughs are Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Monday and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. EST. Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. EST, and Saturday at 11 a.m. EST. Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Miss Deborah. Tuesday and Wednesday, myself. So every day has well, technically, I'll just say every day it has a different trainer, just so you guys can get a feel for who's teaching what and how they're teaching it. All right. That's it. Homepage is done. Get started section. I'm gonna say this. There are a couple of older videos over here just to let everybody know. I'm not bashing it. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. They're just a couple of old videos. They may be a little bit outdated. So it's just waiting until the end will give you that access to the YouTube channel where you guys can go over the information and do whatever you need. Go over there and do whatever you need with all the videos. But there is something that I suggest that everybody does: open this FAQ section. It's going to give you a slideshow. Recommend up to slide 13 that you should read. We are going to cover a majority of it. There's a couple of things that I might not cover just because it's redundant. And that's it. It's either not utilized or it's going to throw you guys off from actually just understanding the base version of the software. So read that, go through it, let me know. And then all the other ones are the packages on, what they do, all that stuff. But I just go over there and I will cover majority of the stuff that's here. All right. Pricing. This is where everybody gets confused. So this is where I stand up. I go up to the board and I start talking to you guys from the board. Give me a second. Where's my black pen? There's my black pen. I'm going to take you guys on. Going to take you guys with me to the board. We're going to go over the pricing packages, what you guys should be choosing and why. So first and foremost, I just had a person that we gave a walkthrough to today, which I explained this to. This is the thing. This package was never meant to be the package you sign up with at the beginning. It handles 0.5 people. Okay. You're going to make 3 errors. So, ladies and gentlemen, 97 plus 3. Ready? That's 1 error. $40. There's another error. Another $40. That's your 3rd error. So when I add all this up, it totals out to $177. So what I tell people is all these packages downgrade into this package. The best package for you to start in, barring that you don't need to, okay? Meaning that you don't have over the amount of people that needs to get started is this bronze package. Now, if you have more people, then you pick your package, but this is how it works. This handles 1 to 2 people. This one handles 2 to 4, 10, 15, and 50. Why? I tell you that not because of people making mistakes or not being smart. It's because I know that the software sometimes gets tedious. And when we try to move quicker, what happens is that we wind up making mistakes because we wind up getting our fingers and hitting buttons. And, excuse me. And instead of letting the system work, we wind up messing ourselves up. So, not to be a person that says that it's not possible, but to be a person that's truthful to you guys. I know realistically that this is the best way to go. And if you get more out of the software, it's better. But I know right here, this one is the best one to get started with. Now, price wise, when you hit that, it's $147. You're saving $30. But if we want to compare apples to apples, let's add the 4th GA. It's $217. So realistically, you're saving something like $70. So that's where I want you guys to understand. I'm always going to teach you how to save money in this software. I'm always going to teach you how to do the things to help you save money because it's crazy. Software can get crazy. Software can get crazy. And the reason that it can get crazy, it's going to generate some crazy ass letters. I want everybody to understand that. So if you chose the iron package, which I know some people went and got their packages before they got in here, that's okay. If you chose the iron package, pay attention while we're in class today so that you don't make an error. But if you make an error, just know it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. And there is nothing wrong with that. We're going to get you rocking and rolling and go from there. Does anybody have any questions on pricing? A 1 in the chat if you have a question on price. On pricing, 2 in the chat. If you don't, we'll move on if I get a bunch of 2s. Ray, you can't answer for them. I need them to answer. We only got 3 people and paying attention in class today. Here we go. There we go. Fantastic. Let's move. I'm learning. Our next piece over here is click get credit report. And you're going to click my free score now over here. And it's going to take you over here to my free score now. And you're going to get that my free score now report, which is going to unlock that Epic Pro report. My free score now built a special report for yo, Keon, bro. There's a lot of dudes going on in there right now. Thanks, my bro.
Oh,
Thanks.
no, I know I hit the button.
It's okay, my brother. I got you. I saw
bad.
that. I was like, yo, man.
Yeah, my bad.
There's a lot of testosterone in that room.
My bad again.
I got you, man. Don't worry about it. They got the camera wasn't on live, man. That would have been hysterical. My free score now developed a report. It's called the Epic Pro Report V2 for the software that helps and gives the addresses and all that stuff for the software to help the software function better. So make sure that you're pulling that directly through here. You can't get access to it through My Free Score Now's website. Can only get access through their affiliate partners. So just letting you know that. Somebody told me last week that there's a problem with the report scoreboard. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to let them rock. Joanne, don't ask your question. You're not a part of that group. You are not a part of that group, Joanne. You're a part of my group. You go with what we're working on. Thank you, Joanne. We have different things in our community. This is not our community chat. This is for the overall M2 software.
Got it. Thank you.
I knew exactly where you were going. I knew exactly what the question in your mind was. That's why I was like, if I say something that goes up against our community, just know that it's because I have
Something else going on.
I gotta stay on script over here.
Got it.
Okay, over here. That's done. All right, let's go to manage all users. Guys, this is where a majority of the people make problems. Keon, I can't answer that question, brother. I don't know why it don't work. So have you been? I have to be in your community for the score. No, Keon, no. Not the score. She's not asking about the scoreboard. She was asking about my free score now. Got nothing to do with the scoreboard. Got nothing to do with the scoreboard, brother. She whatchamacallit, she was asking about my free score now. We don't use my free score now in my community.
Get out of my head.
Yeah, we don't use my free score now in our community. So that's why I'm letting everybody know that. That's why I gotta stay on script over here. Join the community, you'll find out. It's as easy as that. All you gotta do is print. It's as simple as that. All you gotta do is print. I can't make it any easier. This is where a majority of people make issues in this software. I'm telling everybody, this is where a majority of people make issues in the software. If you follow what I do over here, it's literally going to change your life on how easy this is. I had somebody today that they just like, that's too easy. Ready? I'm gonna make this easy for you guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Your client, first name. Oh, that's my name. First name, middle name, last name, suffix, date of birth. Okay. Ready? Put that ID down. Now you're going to pick up the social security card. Put the social security card down. And then you're going to pick up the proof of address. Now I'm going to go over there. Now I'm gonna go over this. Ready? This is gonna be the hard one. 8. 8. North West 12th Street. APT 14C North East Tower. You see how I didn't spell it right. See, that would have been a thing. Northeast, Northwest Street, apartment. I don't know how to spell apartment, so not to look like a fool in front of YouTube and all of y'all, I put APT with a period. So I'm just letting everybody know that. Don't laugh at me. Don't make fun of me. I always stuff it up. So at the end of the day, I ain't even going to try. Come over here to the next piece. Right, Manhattan. And then the last piece is going to be New York State and zip code. Now, I'm going to go up to the board and I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to explain it a little more in depth, and this is going to make you guys go crazy. And for whoever said, print with me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ready? Check this out. Nice and simple and easy. I'm going to give you the best document and what you need to use. So in this box over here, when we're talking about this box, the best document to use is your passport. Why? Because it doesn't have an address. Ali, I don't have a passport, driver's license, or ID. But this is where it gets hairy. This is where people make mistakes. This is where people turn around and say, I know where I live. Yes, you do. I'm not going to suggest that you don't know where you live, but how many people do I say when they say that make an error? Oh, a lot. So let's follow the rules the way that I'll tell you, and you won't make an error, because we're not assuming anything. We're actually working on fact. And what is the fact, ladies and gentlemen? The fact is that's the only 3 pieces of data that need to come off of your ID or your personal verification to verify who you are. Social Security, SSC, Social Security card. But Ali, I don't got that. W-2, first PG or page of taxes. Done. Either or. Last piece. Proof of address, POA. The Bureau only wants one document. If you can provide it, the best. A bank statement. But ladies and gentlemen, Ali, I do not have a bank statement. If it's you that is doing this, I got to say, we got to have a conversation after class to understand why you don't have a bank statement. But if it's your client, red flag instantly. If your client does not have a bank statement, that is a giant red flag, ladies and gentlemen. Because if they can't get a bank statement to keep a bank account open, how are they going to pay you? Please think about that. How are they going to pay you if they can't keep a bank account open? I don't even see any movement in the chat. I don't see nothing. Oh, I want somebody to say something over here to me. Somebody, come on, give me an answer. Or does everybody agree that that's a bingo?
They're not,
Bingo. They can't. They're going to ask you for Cash App. They're going to ask you for Venmo. They're going to ask you for all this stuff, which is going to turn you and put you in a bad position. So think about it. What do those people also have? They also have check systems and early warning and problems. Why? Because they're already in a bad situation with the bank. And that's where I want everybody to understand. When you're working through this, you're qualifying the client, even if you are the person, even if you're qualifying yourself to be your client. You have to qualify people to want to work with you. You cannot give them free reign to work with you because they are willing to pay you a couple of bucks today. The people that are willing to pay you a couple of bucks will be the first people to charge you back instantly and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that you didn't do the job that you were contracted to do. So this is where we start here. Bank statement. How many people are going to get a bank statement today? Guys, I've been in this industry way too long to understand that the reason that I retired is because people don't pay. People don't pay. I can understand not wanting to pay a multinational corporation, but paying somebody that got a wife and kids, paying somebody that's trying to support their family, forget about the wife and kid, paying a single mother, that's messed up. That's messed up. I don't care what your situation is. I understand where you're at, but you also got to be honest with yourself. I've been here a long time. Understand this. It's the reason I've retired. It's the reason now I just print letters out, because you want to know something? I have proof. Again, try to argue with me when I send you proof of your pictures, of your documents that go out. You can't even argue with the bank. They're like, yo, it's got your name on it. So we really focus on the know-how of what's going on over here and how we get through the system. Got to use the best thing. Now, if they don't have a bank statement, say you're like, Ali, look, I can't get my bank statement. What else can I use? Utility bill, cell phone bill, car insurance, big things that come to your house. You always want something that comes in an envelope. And yeah, today I'm not going to have an envelope on my desk. Hold on, wait, I do. Got a bunch of envelopes. Here. Best one. Chase. Oh, so I'm just making sure. That's freaking hysterical. Hold on. Here, Chase. Exactly like that. Just use the Chase bill. Just use a Chase bill. And that's the key. I always like to use bills and things like that I have. This came in an envelope to the house. And that's about the thing about what needs to be done and what needs to be utilized. Like, make sure that you're utilizing the best documents. Does anybody have any questions about this? Does anybody need a screenshot of this? Ray, drop a screenshot for everybody in the chat so they can keep it. Anybody have any questions? You understand? This is where majority of people make a mistake. This is a speak now, forever hold your peace. All right. What's up, Quan?
What if my name or my social is spelled differently on my passport?
What is the spelling? Do you have like two L's or an I or something? I remember somebody asked me like this something like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I just want
No.
to double check.
So my name is DAQUAN on my passport, but it's DAQAUN on my social. That's
So you're
somebody
into this? So you got one federal document that says one name. You got another federal document that says another name. You got another federal document that says another name. What you need to do is get them fixed ASAP.
Okay.
You need to get them fixed ASAP. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that that happens. But what I would do is use a W-2 if you don't have the social security card that matches, because the W-2 should have a matching name.
Okay. But they
Makes
both
sense?
got to match.
Yes, that I would, yes. That you want to have the names correspond.
Got you.
Makes sense. I would make sure that the names correspond more than anything else. You got to make sure they correspond and have the same social security number. Make sense?
Yes. Thank you. Like, I'm glad I asked.
I'm very happy that you asked, but that's what I said. Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Ask your questions, guys. I'm not doing this for my health.
Well, should I just use? I was going based off, like, you said it's best to use the passport. My driver's license is spelled the same way on my social. Should I just use my driver's
Your
license?
driver's license have the previous address that you're trying to remove?
Correct. Oh no. Well, no. This is a new address that I'm using.
So the driver's license has an updated address that you're going to use?
Yes.
Then use the driver's license.
Got it. All right.
Remember, when I say passport is the best one, is because a majority of people that come into the room don't have the driver's license matching their actual new addresses. So instead of having to explain that, I just turn around and say use the passport. Passport's always the best. I will always say the passport's always the best, but driver's license will work just as well as everything matching the way that it's supposed to. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? No problem. Look, I'm ahead of schedule. If we keep this up, I'm going to get done early tonight. So are you sure you guys got no question? I'm not used to this. There's normally people asking me 9 million questions. This is amazing. And I'm not getting that much. I'm not getting better at teaching this. So, okay, let's keep moving. Shit. All good. All right, Aisha, thank you. Let's go down. Let's come over here. Let's add our files. So I'm going to do my identification. I'm going to do my social security card, which is down here. And I'm going to do my proof of address. Done. And that's how I upload that. All right. Ronisha, did I say that right? Ronika?
Ronika, how you doing?
Ronika, how are you?
I'm great. So I want to start disputing some things off my credit. However, my driver's license still has my old address on it. I've moved probably like 7 months ago, but I haven't transferred.
I was like, you moved like 12 times, right?
No. I've only moved twice in my whole life. The first place I was there, for like 15 years, but I moved like 7 months ago to a new place, and it still has my old address on there, which is probably most of the things that's in the credit bureau is under that old address. So what should I do? Should I just get a new driver's license, or
what's easier for you? What's easier for you? So when I ask that question, what's easier for you? Is it easier for you to go to the DMV and get a driver's license, or is it easier for you to just get your passport and utilize your passport? Do you have a passport?
No, but I can definitely get one.
So always get your passport. Always make sure that you have a passport. Every person in this room right now that's listening to me, if you don't have a passport, go and apply for one. That's always a must. It's always, you need a secondary thing, and get your passport card. I think it's like an extra $150. The passport card can be utilized as like a driver's license without driving purposes, but it looks like a driver's license, and can, help you out a lot, to get through places that you need to. But right now, if going to the DMV and getting your new address updated at the DMV, then yes, that would be my suggestion, because of what you said, because you had the ideology to understand that most of those addresses are on that specific address. Yes, I would go get that changed immediately.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
They never sent my card and I paid for that. Shaking my head. Yeah, get in touch with them, Manny. Don't waste time. Good question. Good question. Good question. Any more questions on this piece? I know this is where I get all my questions. Any more questions? Kenneth, how are you, brother? I love your setup. I really do. I never said any other questions before we move on. I mean, literally, this is just next on how to pull my free score now, and we're done. Well, we'll do the disputes, but then we're done. No questions. Okay. So that's good. This is completed. We would click save. Once we click save, we're going to go over here to manage profiles. And we're going to click the client's name. It should show up, and this is what it's going to look like. So you're going to have the first name, the middle name, the last name, the date of birth, social security, phone number, address, everything set up perfectly. And then this is what it should look like. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to see what's on the screen right now. You see how it looks? Do you see how the client's information looks? Do you see the ID, the social security card, the proof of address? Do you see how everything is clear, crisp? It's just pure perfection. That's what we want when we're working with this information. This is what we want when we're doing these clients' information. I don't want to see nails. I don't want to see hands. I don't want to see legs. I don't want to see ripped jeans. I don't want to see countertops, coffee tables, dining room tables, beds, sheets. I don't want to see any of that stuff, because it bleeds into the picture when you're printing it out. If the background's dark and the ID is dark, it bleeds in and will cause the scanner to mess up. I don't care how good their scanner is and everything, because guess what? They're going to look for any reason to tell you that they couldn't read the ID. They're going to look for any reason to tell you that they couldn't read the ID. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Don't give them that reason. Now, let me come over here. Let me do this over here. Let me see if this is possible. Every time that you also leave the software, you want to leave the client's file, just scroll down to the bottom, hit save. No. Okay, I'm going to delete this clients. Does anybody have a My Free Score Now account that is alive that I could pull up? You want to DM me so I can show you how to do it? Because I don't have any more. I deleted all the people that I went live in an event with. So I can show you guys how to pull a My Free Score Now. So My Free Score Now account into the software with. Great. Candace, do me a favor, DM it to me. That'd be perfect. And I'm going to log in. So when you guys go to My Free Score Now, you're going to go over here to the login page. And then we're going to put the email and the address. Hold on. Oh, Miss Candace, I had it saved. Look at that. Did I get lucky? I did. I got lucky. Beautiful. I did have one client saved. Watch, it's not going to work. I was gonna laugh. I was gonna be like, now it's not gonna work. All right, ready? Check this out. Come over here. See this little golden person at the top over here? You're gonna click this little golden person. You're gonna click my profile. You're gonna click regenerate client token. Okay. And you click regenerate client token. It's gonna bring up a token list which you should save. Once you have that token, you're gonna come back to the software. You're gonna put the username, which is the email address. You're gonna put the token ID over here, and you're gonna click save. As simple as that. So now, just to get this to work, I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it. I'm gonna click regenerate client token. I'm gonna look at the token. That's how we say it. Well, we go for it. I'm gonna come over here to the software. I'm gonna put the token in. And then I need the email address for said client. And then pull. Done. Finished. Did everybody understand how to get that token, how to save that token, how to put it into the software? Put a 1 in the chat if you got it. Put a 2 in the chat if you need help. Okay, let's rock that again. One more time. Ready? Ms. Brown, watch this. On this page, right behind this is a yellow bar. Under the profile section, actually, let's see if I can duplicate this and go to the profile section. Perfect. All right, look. So you see where it says regenerate this client token? So you go to the profile section, you go to home.
I think I'm on the wrong. I think I did the wrong My Free Score now.
Oh, you got the old My Free Score now? Okay.
Because mine don't look like that.
Yeah, because you got the regular My Free Score now. Okay. You're not even here. That's why. You here.
Mm-hmm.
You here. Ready? You're going to go to this spot in the software. You see upload MFSN report. You're going to click that. You're going to come over here. You're going to click new tab. You're going to log into this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this one. So you're going to have to log into this one. But as soon as you log in, you see the main page. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once you see the login of the main page, you're going to come back over here to the software. You're going to hit 2. And as soon as you hit 2, it's going to bring up a whole sheet of code. You can just Control A or Command A, copy everything, and then paste it into this box right here.
Okay.
Do it right now while I'm on the line.
All right. Let me see. Okay, I'm on the sidebar. Can you to the left? Did you go under manage all users?
So under manage all users,
Mm-hmm.
you see over here where it says upload MFSN report. Okay, if you don't see it, your screen looks like this. Ready?
Yeah, because it's not that one.
If you see your screen like this, see this little gray bar over here, you're going to take it and drag it over.
Does it look like that after I create the profile? Because I didn't finish creating the profile.
You got to
Maybe
create
that's
the profile.
issue.
Yeah, it's not, don't create the profile. We don't go over any of the other stuff inside of the profile. We don't add the credit report inside the profile. First, create the profile because we got to get access to this upload MFSN report.
And then it'll look like this with the orange buttons.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then
or whatever software you're using, it'll have a color of whatever it is.
Okay. I'm gonna run this back once you post it. And
well, there is a video over here. Ray, can you give Ms. Brown the old actually, Ms. Brown,
because it's in there. Yeah.
On the homepage, that video at the top of the homepage is the way to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the way I follow. Yeah.
Yep. Get that one and that one good. Yes, Aisha.
Yes, how did you get to the My Free Score now? Because when I did it, I just went through Google, like My Free Score now, and signed up like that.
Always get credit report over here on the side.
It
That's
when I go over there, it says, "Oops, it doesn't let me. It's not working. Mine
Who's
is
are
not
you
working."
using? Who's are you
Huh?
using? Whose
Goat
software are you on?
repair. Goat repair.
Mine said that too.
Schmitty's is not working. Okay. Schmitty's got to update it. I will message Schmitty's guy, but here's the thing. I can do this for everybody over here. Bear with me 2 seconds. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me see. I don't want just to not to accuse anybody of everything. I don't want to handle something. I'm gonna message leadership over here and see if I can give them Dion's link. For all you Schmitty people, just to see if I can give them Dion's link. If that's okay. Just bear with me 2 seconds, guys. While I do that, and I can answer some more questions.
Okay.
At that point.
When I did go on there through Google, and then just went back to the software and put in the token thing, it did work. Like
Oh, it
I
did work?
still was
Okay,
able to,
fantastic.
yeah, I still was able to download my credit report into the software.
You're able to download the credit report. Okay, cool. If that's the case, that's good. That's really good news.
Okay.
Give me a second while I just message them that information. Does anybody else have any questions while I do that? I don't want to. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing over here. Okay.
I have a
And
question.
Yes, please.
So I don't know if you had gotten to this part yet, but I uploaded the report, and then it says that it's imported, but then when I go to send the attack, it says that I need to view the credit report. So then when I go to import it, it says imported, but then it says that there's it's not imported at the same time.
Does it say null over here? Right here?
Yeah, but then I'll delete it.
Okay, so that's something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay. That's good question. Um Nobody's answering me right now. Guys, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for everybody. Just get your credit reports. Just we'll I'll deal with the repercussions of it. At the end of the day, just don't say anything will be good. I'll drop a link for you guys in the chat. You guys get whatever you guys need at that point and get that report. Now, Miss Cheyenne, I think that was you, right? That was asking that question.
Yes.
Says no report. Okay. So Ray's gonna drop it. Yes. Yes, Ray, you can drop it. So what I'm telling you guys over here is that the way that you handle it and the way that you go from that is you got to double check the report, double check where it's pulling. When it pulls up a null, that means that there's something wrong on the back end of the system. So are you pulling it this way of this report, or are you pulling it that newer report that I showed you guys before, which is this way? With
The newer
generate the token?
report with the
Which way?
generate the token.
Do you have the access to this report over here? Do you see the report
Yes.
here? Okay. Are your accounts up to date? Did you pay for
Yes.
everything? I'm just going through everything. I'm not okay. So everything. So do me a
Yes.
favor. Try again with me on the phone. Regenerate the token. Regenerate everything, and then put your username and email address and token inside of the software, and then tell me what it says.
Okay, perfect.
I'll stay on. Any questions while she's doing that, guys? Because this is the most important part. If you guys can't see your credit report, you can't do it. You can't even move on. You can't even move on to the next step.
So is the credit report we're supposed to have is supposed to say like the Epic Pro report V2? Is that what it's supposed to say?
Yes.
Okay, I did that. I redid the username and the token. It
You
says
got a new,
record has been updated successfully. Epic Pro V2 report has been imported successfully.
okay, scroll down to the bottom over here on the software. Scroll down
Yep.
to the bottom and you should see the report date over here.
Yep, I see it.
Perfect. Everything's worked perfectly
No,
fine.
no, no, no. It's been like this.
Okay, come over here, click this over here.
Hold on, let me go back to you.
Click the pencil. If the report date is there, it has the image file and has everything. I want you to click the pencil, and then I want you to click process HTML and make sure everything shows up over here.
Okay.
If everything shows up, then I'm out of my wits end on troubleshooting.
Yeah, I did all this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll get to let's get through class, right? And we'll come back
Yeah.
and we'll help you. We'll help you directly. All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else have any questions? I got all the girls that had a 404 error link. I got you guys handled. What else? Miss Drayton, I got you after. Everybody else good so far. Put a 1 in the chat if we're good so far. If we're not good so far, let me know where we're lost so I can get everybody caught back up. And then we'll keep moving forward. Ones. Perfect. Love all the ones. Thank you guys. All right, good. We got everything set up. Now we're going to go into the send rounds of attack. And in the send rounds of attack, if you've already generated a letter, you will see your letters over here. If you messed up, you'll see your letters over here. If you haven't generated anything, it should be blank over here. If you want to see your previously generated letter, click on the client's name, and then you'll see all the letters generated. So what I like to tell everybody is people try to understand this software. I'm going to tell everybody, they always ask me, Ali, how much does it cost to print with you? I never give that statement out in any class because I cannot tell you how much it's going to be because look at this. Number of files means number of actual letters that have to go out. I generated 24 letters. This is all the same file, ladies and gentlemen. There's no deletions over here. It's the same file, same thing that I generate every single time, every day, right? 24, 150, 30, 3, 24, 66, 3, 0, 12, 15, 3. So what I try to tell everybody over here is can't give you that because I don't know what it's going to generate. Bear with me a second. Can't give you that because I don't know what's going to generate. So you can always send it to me for me to help you guys so that everything should be good. Hold on, bear with me. My employee just called me. All right. So that's what it is. Once you send it over to us, we'll be able to find out what it is, how many was printed, if it was done correctly, if everything was right, and then go from there. So once we do that, we'll be able to let you know. So now I'm gonna go back. We should be empty over here if you haven't generated anything. If you have, we're gonna click go to the attack area. I'm gonna make this simple for everybody. There's 2 ways that you can go through this system. You could select your client and do the mindless way, I like to call it, where you let the AI handle it. Click maximum efficiency focus. You want me to go over the letters and print them for you. You click Ali Batty and then type in this discount code TPMPA. That's it. Click generate. You're done. That's it. That's how easy it is. Does anybody find that difficult? Put a 5 in the chat if you find that difficult. Put a 2 in the chat if that was easy. Perfect. Mr. Rogers, I think you're the only one that's paying attention. There we go. Those two's trickling in nice and slow. Where's everybody lost? Nobody's lost? Okay. Now, here's the next piece. I like to call people, I can't type fast. Yes, Quan, what's up?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to backtrack, but I did see one of the profiles on here do have the My Free credit score. I just don't know how to get to that monitoring screen that you was at before to link the My Free credit score report. I have it on one of them, but the other one I don't have it there.
This one? This credit report screen?
No, how you went to the generate client token. I know how to get to the generate client token, but where do I go to put that token in the M2 system?
You really couldn't wait until after I finished?
I'm sorry, because I know I seen it was there for one profile, but the second, because I had a really hard time adding one. I was on the phone with them for about 2 weeks, man. Yeah, that
right here, brother. I don't know what the hell you on the phone with somebody for 2 weeks for something that takes 20 seconds.
because they went to the new when they went to the new updated version. It wouldn't let me log in. I had a problem with Equifax, and it was a whole bunch of crap. Let me see. So go to the name and then hit the plus button.
Yep. Just hit the plus button. You put your token in on the password section. You put your username in, and that's it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I'm sorry about that.
Got you. We're gonna get everybody over to this next section over here, which is gonna be the do it yourself. I like to pick the AIs, ladies and gentlemen. I love to pick the AIs. All right. So when we pick the AIs, this is how we go through this. Right? You go to do it yourself, you select my team, and you hit generate. Now, what's going to happen is going to grab the AIs and say, okay, let's select the AIs and select everything that we need to do. So I'll come over here, I'll select the AIs. Ray, let's drop our lovely people a nice little gift in here.
It's coming on the chat.
Beautiful. In the chat, we're going to give everybody a gift. Ray has just created a system over here that tells you what the aggressive ones are, what the least aggressive ones are. MPEP, MPEC are the aggressive attacks. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been using MPEP for a long time. I'm now telling everybody MPEC. So when you see me in the thing, MPEP, MPEC are interchangeable. They work in the same way. Just pick whichever one floats your boat. But Ray will put it in order. He'll have that over for you. No. I'm going to start with that. And then what a round of attack you're on. So what round of attack? So if you're just getting started, attack 1. You never leave attack 1 until 30 days later. So if you're 30 days later, you click attack 1. You go to 30 days later, go to attack 2. Another 30 days, you're going to go to attack 3. Another 30 days, attack 4. I make an error in attack 4. I don't go to attack 5. I go right back to attack 4. I go back and just keep going every 30 days. So now I'm going to select attack 1. It's going to pop this up. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this just to be respectful to everybody in here. If we have somebody that is financially challenged, we have somebody that is in a way that is in a financial constraint, select everything in blue, put 6 in this box over here, put default, and now that will generate 6 letters to attack everything on their credit report. You don't have to read the credit report. You don't have to do nothing. Does that make sense? Put a 5 in the chat if that makes sense, that everybody knows that this is for the financially challenged people. Okay? Awesome. Now, who likes to fail big? Put a me in the chat. I gotta redo again. I didn't do nothing. Literally, blue, default, default, default. Take a screenshot. Everybody that's putting me in the chat. I love to fail big. You know why I love to fail big? Because if I fail big, at least I tried my best. Thank you, Ray, for putting a screenshot in the chat. So what happens is, right now, failing big is going all green. All you're going to do is check all in green. Why? Blue puts everything, combines everything in one letter. Everything in one letter. So you can get 100 pages in one document, right? That's why I say if they're financially challenged, it doesn't spread them out over so many envelopes. What happens is it puts it in 2 envelopes for each bureau. That's why it says 6. While green spreads them out against the envelopes. Make sense? Okay. So now we have green. That's why I say we fail big, but we change 6 to unlimited. And we leave everything else on default, right? So green, red, take a screenshot. Yep, take a screenshot. And this is your first one. Why do I do this? Because I like to fail big. If I make a mistake over here, at least I can go back and weed out the letters I don't want. So for example, say I have a student loan, but the student loan is you've got something working on with a lawyer, just using this as an example, and it included it. You don't have to pay anything for the generation to send it out. All you got to do is you don't have to pay for the letter to generate it. All you have to do is pay for them to send it out. So once it generates it, you can remove it. So say my favorite is, I don't want to attack personal information. My personal information is right. I call on a phone. I did it, right? I don't need to include personal information, but say I do it and personal information is done. I don't have to include it in the printout. That's the best way, right? So I come over here and I hit next. Ray, let's drop our next. Let's drop our next item.
It's coming. It's there.
Okay, there's our next freebie, ladies and gentlemen. There's our next freebie. Okay. I'm going to take the next freebie. I'm going to open up the next freebie. Here's our next freebie. Ready? I'm going to split the screen half and half. And I'm going to read the report with our next freebie. And this is how we're going to do it. Watch this. I'm just going to do something over here first. See this? I'm going to let me change the report. Let me go to the other one. Fail big. Unlimited. Default. 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 Next. Let it read. We're going to go over here. We're going to do this. Going to click OK. And now I'm going to come down here. Now, I do this file purposefully because it has positive items. Can anybody guess what the positive item is? What color the positive items are? Atta girl, Miss Candace. I just read you. I read your lips. I got you. Green. She's right. So now when I click hide positive items over here underneath there, I go back to over here and now the green's gone. So those are all the positive items. So now all we're focusing on is the negatives. So now I'm going to open up the. So here's the thing. Right now I'm in a toss up. That's a great question. We're going to save that to the end and ask that question at the end. I don't want to get thrown off topic. I want to finish this right now. We're almost done. Okay. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to split the screen. Now let's do this. I'm going to select 1. Negative item 1 at the top. That's what the 1 is for. And this is your negative item over here. What is the negative item? Personal information personal identifier information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the cheat sheet and I'm going to find personal identifier information. Personal information, PI. Perfect. I'm going to select that one. Attack that. Done. I can't make it any easier for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot. Ready? Let's go to the next one. I'm going to click number 2. Can anybody tell me what number 2 is?
An inquiry.
Perfect. Thank you, Aisha. That's done. Ready? Anything in the same color brown is an inquiry. Anything in the same color brown is an inquiry. So if we know that all these are an inquiry, I don't have to go through it. I know I got it checked off. I'm going to move on to the next color. Here's green. It's lighter green. It's the best inquiry. We'll save that for the next one. Not the next one. I'll save that to explain why we don't want to touch these. We'll leave these off. We're going to go to 87. What's 87? All other delinquency lates 1-2. All I got to do is go to the half screen over here, find AODL 1-2. Well, let's see. AODL. Well, this is 3+. Okay. AODL 1-2 is right at the bottom. Boom. Check mark. Done. I'll go over here. 87. Let's go to 88. Student loan derogatory 3+. Let's find it. SLDL 3+. Perfect. Check it off. Let's go to 89. Charge off. Now, I did the first few. What do you guys think this one is going to be? If you have the cheat sheet right there and the cheat sheet's working, what is this negative item on the cheat sheet? What do you think it's going to be? Manny, good job. Good job, Manny. Yo, Manny's probably been here undercover, ladies and gentlemen. So don't get mad. AOCC. All other charge off and collection. You know why? It doesn't say medical charge off and it doesn't say student loan charge off. So, well, everything else goes in the all other one. As simple as that. So now we did that. We got the reds done. We got 94. What's 94? AODL 1-2. Well, we got that one done. 95, same thing. 96. Student loan derogatory lates 3+. We got that one done. You see how easy that is? We got everything. So now I'm going to make the screen bigger. We're at the end. This is the end. This is the last one. I go over here. I double check the username dashboard. I check all the pictures. Here's all the pictures. I see them. They're perfect because it's labeled last name, first name, ID, last name, first name, last name, first name, last name, first name, last name, ID, social security card, POA. All abbreviated. I know what needs to be done. I know that this is going to be included at the end. Fantastic. Let's rock and roll. Let's go up to the top. Click top. Come over here to client information. Let's check the client information one last time. This looks good. This looks good. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Let's come down over here to include all 3 bureaus. Let's go reset the system and get the attack. I turn it off. I'll turn it on. I select opulence. I select red this time. Why? Because we don't need to attack the stuff that we don't need to attack. So the rest of the stuff, I'm going to just attack it by doing this. Watch. Open up the picture. What do I got? I got PI inquiry. So let's do PI and inquiry. AOCC SLDL. AOCC SLDL 3+. And then AODL. AODL. Match it perfectly. Check mark on the top. Yep. Missing in between. Check mark on check mark. Then 2 empty. Check mark, check mark. Then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then check mark. Everything matches perfectly. I'm done. Now ready? Ladies and gentlemen, count the green check boxes. How many green check boxes we have? Perfect. Let's get the rest of the class to catch up. Thank you, Kenny.
There are
funny,
5 green marks.
Good job, Marco. Everybody else is quiet. Holy shit. 5. Okay. How many credit bureaus are there? Had a girl. Damn, man. Literally the 2 of you. 3. Perfect. 3 times 5 is 15. Come over here, 15. Default, 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 and click next. Click OK. And generate your letter. You're completed. Was that hard, guys? I know it's a lot easier with that cheat sheet. I remember when I used to teach it without the cheat sheet, everybody's like, how do I keep track of this? How do I do that? Now with the cheat sheet, it's super easy because you just check it off, you print it out, whatever the case that you want to do, you check it off and you go through it. And that's why we built that the way that we did to do that. You know what I was at? Ray, maybe we should make a printable version of that cheat sheet, maybe just black and white.
Yes, we can do that.
Yes. How do we get access to the cheat sheet? Ray, drop it in the chat one more time. Nice and easy. You just download it, save it wherever you are. It is, if you do print with us, ladies and gentlemen, it is inside the community under free tools. We give you access to our community if you do print with us. So again.
And where is the community at? How do you get into the community? Is it through the Facebook thing?
No, that's to get access into my community, you have to print with us. It's the only way to get access.
You'll give me a link or something to something after we print with you.
Yeah, as soon as you print with me, you guys get access into the community. You just type in community or you say that you pay and then their email address, you'll be sent a link to join via email address because the school community costs money. So we give it to you for free because you're paid in full.
Okay.
Now, we had questions. I know people had questions. We got to the end. Whoever has questions can ask her questions. I know Cheyenne, I got to get with her and then that's it. But you guys went through class. You guys did a great job.
And then you say, you'll put the playback link in the chat.
Yes, there you go. Ray, drop the YouTube channels. There you go.
Sure.
There's 2 YouTube channels, ladies and gentlemen. There's the M2 Trainer channel, and there's our actual YouTube channel that we use for our business that everything goes on. So if you're watching us, either or channel works just fine. We update both of them, but as you can tell, I didn't even realize somebody was on freaking YouTube. W2 installed ID or social. No, I did not see your question. I just saw it now. I didn't even realize there was somebody on YouTube. Hold on, what was I saying? Shit. Brain fog. I'm hungry. For everybody that's here, what we're gonna do is you guys get access to both those channels and then you can come on anytime. You'll see it every time we go live. We are live now. I didn't see those questions in the chat. So W2 instead of ID or social. No, W2, you need W2, you need your ID, and W-2 or ID and social, not and or you need them both. And that's the key. We want to make sure that we get through whatever it is, and get you guys to where you need to be. You'll see every time that we go live. I am live at least once a week. At least once a week I'm live. Majority twice, sometimes 3. So just to let you guys know that we are live, we are kicking butt at that same time. Yeah. And then just questions, whatever you guys questions you have. Yeah, no problem. Last week's class went for 3 freaking hours on Wednesday. So much shit was given out on Wednesday. I dropped so many gems on Wednesday, it wasn't even funny. For a lot of people that are going through a lot of the stuff, I know there was a gentleman in here before that asked something. I forgot where it was. Who is it? I thought it was Keon. Keon, brother, you printed with us yet? No, you ain't printed with us? Freezing. Yes, I got the freezing. Just give me a second with the freezing. I'll get to that in 2 seconds. You printed with us yet, Keon? Yeah, yay or nay? Okay. Print with us, and Ray is going to give you a nice gift. Not a nice gift. Ray's going to show you something about your report scoreboard. He's going to show you something better than the report scoreboard. Yeah. He's going to show you something better than the report scoreboard. And then freezing. So here's my take on freezing. I was never for it. But I had a little bit of a change of heart because I was talking to some people in the industry right now, and they've been telling me, Ali, the industry is so messed up, it's not even funny. So they've been suggesting freezing. There's a bunch of other things that need to be suggested as well, such as affidavits, such as additives that need to go on top of your profile before it goes out to stop the stall letter. But we're not doing that yet. So what I would suggest is if you have the time and know what to do to freeze the file, absolutely freeze it. Give yourself the best freaking option. The best freaking option to get where you want to go. Just take down and remember when you froze those accounts, remember to unfreeze them after you're done with it, because that will stop you from getting a mortgage. Does that make sense to everybody?